Hold on. Let me take this off. I don't work agency anymore, so I do corporate recruiting. So if she ain't got healthcare experience, I can point her in the right direction, though. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't even know where she lives. Sir, yes, sir, Sergeant, sir. Welcome to the Dining with Nadiva show. I am your hostess with the mostest, Nadiva. Thank you so much for tuning in with us today. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button and share, because sharing is caring. But I got my two amazing co-hosts in the building today. I'm just going to introduce them really quick. I got Delise on my left, my godmamas, and I got my production assistant / director / co-host, Deasia. How are you beautiful ladies doing today?
Blessed and highly favored.
Talk about it. Okay, I'm feeling very what was that word? Summer filled. No, it was another one.
Bedabbles?
It was something about like that feta.
Oh, feta.
We gonna get that word back.
We're gonna get that word back.
Fetid.
Yeah. Fetid. Very fetid. Yes. Celebrated.
I feel very fetid today.
Yeah. Okay. You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Both of y'all. I feel underdressed.
This your show, baby. We can't overdress
I'm
you.
just a squirrel trying to get in there.
What you mean?
We're trying to step it up. Okay, we're trying to step it up.
I gotta come up, y'all. I ain't get the memo. But thank you, ladies, for being here today. It really is a pleasure to have and share this platform with you all. But you all, we got some really good stuff today. I like this topic because this is a trending topic. It's a show on it on MTV, and I think maybe we've all experienced this one day in our lives or another. But if not, then you can live vicariously through our stories. But today, what we're going to be talking about is... Have you ever been catfished?
Absolutely.
I think it was before Catfish was actually named Catfish.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it meant until I saw the show. But that's what we're going to be talking about today, because we've all been on... Well, Delise and I are currently on the dating scene. Deaja's married, but she did date. And so she's going to jump into this topic. All right, so y'all tune in. If you have any comments, if you are jumping at the screen because you have a story to tell, put it in the chat. And maybe next episode, I'll shout you out and tell your story. I'll keep everything anonymous, okay? All right, so that's what we're going to be talking about today. But we also have a word of the day. Okay, and today's word of the day is Zhoosh. Zhoosh. See, I like words that sound funny and fun.
So we see.
Yes, because some people don't even know these are words. These are actual words. Yeah, cattywampus. I love that word. Zhoosh, and that is to make something more exciting or attractive. See, I try to zhoosh up my hair today by throwing some water in to give it some more body and
The way my husband adorns me makes me feel very zhoosh.
All right.
Yeah. I tried to zhoosh up my outfit by putting on red glasses.
Ooh.
Love it.
I think we just got 3 things
I think
across
we
the board.
did. Look how well we work
fast.
together like that. You see what I'm saying?
Girl power.
Yes.
Woman. Black girl power.
I love it. So we're going to be using these words and this word in a sentence today. So, you'll hear a ding, 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 ding once we use it. But I like this word. I'm gonna try my best to use it in a sentence. Zhoosh.
Wait.
What's that? How you hear? But what? Mikey's corner.
See that right there? That's the baby.
Oh Lord.
My maternity clothes. Look here, we got these shirts and these mugs here. No, we're for the merchandise. I'm about to zhoosh it up. See right there?
Zhoosh it up.
Yes.
Zhoosh it up.
So we're going to put this right here.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that real quick. Don't let her. She's a little shifty. She might.
Yeah.
Anyway, look here. It's about to get cold outside. Don't pay attention to the heat wave because it's August. But I'm saying in a couple more months it's going to be cold. So get these with it before they go away.
Yes.
With it before they get. See right there? I made up a word. It's zhooshed it. See right there? No, that ain't it. No, okay, I try.
Dress it up, make it real nice.
And then we got the cups and the mugs, cause you might get thirsty. That's all I got. I don't know how you do it.
I
don't.
Y'all see all that ham he's providing?
Look at the ham.
All the ham.
Right there.
Look at the ham.
All the ham in that thing, man. Yeah.
I don't know if he got the real
Did you open up the sweater?
the dialogue.
I can't. If I open up the sweater, this whole room. No, I can't do that. No.
You know.
So you heard me.
What happened?
No, this is Nadiva down with Nadiva shirt. Did I fit this? What size is it?
Yeah, turn around.
It ain't a medium. You could put it on.
No. This definitely like my father's, my son's
But you
shirt.
will be, because you said in the next
Give me a
month,
couple more weeks.
You
Give me
said
a couple
half
more
of
weeks.
yourself will
Give
be.
a couple more,
You'll
half
be
of me. Half of me.
Okay, so then
I'll be
half of you
able
will
to
be able to fit up in
But
there.
remember, like, subscribe, and buy the merchandise.
Yeah.
Click the
It
link.
take a lot to keep all this together.
Yes,
We
it
need
does.
the money. Hurry up. Find this right here.
Hurry up and buy.
And if you put an extra dollar in it, she might sign it for you. I don't know where.
Yes, I will.
I'm just saying. Now look here. I'm fitting to go. But this has been wonderful. See you. We Zhoosh it up.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. He always got to put his little fun into everything.
It ain't that easy, is it, Michael?
No. But, as Michael said, definitely, my Cash App is at the bottom of the screen. If you want something custom made or you want a shirt in your specific size, feel free to email me at diningwithnadiva@gmail.com and I will get it right over to you, okay? But we got to jump into this restaurant. What you say, Delise?
No, I didn't say anything. I just thought that the merchandise is really nice this week.
Yeah. You like the hoodies?
Yes.
Okay. I keep that in mind.
Get an early start on your fall.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to hook up with a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get a hook up. So we'll hook you up. We'll get you
Okay,
one.
put
Yeah.
Jones on it, Delise on it or something.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Miss Jones.
Yeah, but you're gonna have fairy godmother of the host and co-host, Delise.
Okay.
Okay. So that's
I'll
what we're
take
gonna
that.
do. We're gonna custom make that. Make sure you remind me to tell Maria.
I will.
All right. But we gotta move on because we have a featured restaurant, or actually a featured chef today, and I just wanna just say a couple of things about this young lady. First, let me just tell you the name of this chef's company. It's called A Bite of Heaven. And the owner, her name is Tia Salomon. Tia and I actually went to school together. Ooh. Yes, we went to school together. She was a few years younger than me, but she used to be like cheerleading captain, and we were in Fort Lee High School, and there literally was maybe 5 black people. So, if you were a brown person, you had to know another brown person.
Bias,
exactly. So we had to stick together. So shout out to Tia, because here we are now over 20 years later coming together. I got my podcast, started her own business, and then we coming back together, and look at this.
Nice.
You see? Exactly.
I like
so
that.
big shout out to Tia. And as I said, the name of her company is called A Bite of Heaven. They do catering in the tri-state area. Their store hours are Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And her phone number is 201-357-2801. And just a little bit about A Bite of Heaven. A Bite of Heaven Catering is a full-service catering and event planning company specializing in all facets of catering, including corporate catering, cocktail parties, weddings, and special events. Led by executive chef Tia Salomon, their food reflects commitment to exceptional quality. Their goal is to provide delicious, natural options prepared with a passion for perfection. They serve elegant fare with a contemporary flair. I love that.
I like the sound of that.
Right? I love that.
It teleported me
Yeah,
right there.
see?
Okay.
They-
I
it
can see
just-
the slideshow going right now. I was there. I was there with her. I
And
saw
and
her.
shout out to Tia for becoming an executive chef. I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, But just to let you know, we got some good stuff on the menu today. Tia actually prepared for us a firecracker salmon, strawberry mesclun salad, and it does contain nuts, y'all, and Margaret's pasta.
Wonder who Margaret is.
I know.
We
We're gonna
have
have to
to
find
ask
that.
her.
We're gonna have to find a tidbit on that. So that's what we're gonna be having today. Are y'all hungry?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we're hungry.
It's about to happen in the flash, y'all. Come back.
Now, our
Yes.
feature presentation.
Okay, good. I'm hungry too. And here we have our Vanna Black, Mr. Vanna Black.
Yes.
We got catfish nuggets coming too.
You can serve me. Yes.
Yeah. See, getting served by Michael the Maestro.
I like
I'll be right back. I only got 3 hands.
Aroma.
Oh, I do smell it. I do smell it.
Oh God.
Yes, I love that. Oh
That's
my God,
that's
the
when you
pasta.
know your restaurant real good, when you can smell it before you get to it.
Thank you, darling.
Right here's good.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Here's your utensils.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
right?
Thank
And I
you.
never had strawberries in a salad.
Wow.
I do cranberries and walnuts and stuff. But I'm not
Thank
That
you
got
so much.
like
Good
it
for
got
you.
nuts in it too.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Would you mind praying over the food with us, Mr. Michael?
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Lord, we thank you for this food we're about to receive. We ask you to bless it. Lord, thank you for the hands that prepared. Bless them also. Business, this catering service. God, we thank you right now that their business will be double, tripled, 100 times fold. In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Amen.
Y'all enjoy.
Thank you, Michael. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So you going for the
All right,
salmon
we're going
first?
Straight for the salmon.
All right, let's try
because
that.
it's firecracker salmon.
Yeah.
I've never
heard
had
before.
that. Right?
It's hot.
That's good.
Yeah.
You can taste the heat at the end.
Okay.
So at the end, is that too spicy for you?
A little.
No, it just gives you a little ting right in
Okay,
here.
little Martin.
Yeah, right up in here. But it's delicious. You want something to wake up your palate like that.
Yes.
And it's not, to me, I don't taste the spice.
It has a sweet approach at first.
It does.
And then it gets to that, and that's what I like. Those complex flavors. Give me the sweet and the savory. Give me the spicy with a little hint of honey. You know, like I'm all
really
for
good.
it.
And it's very moist. You know?
Yeah,
I
who likes a dry salmon?
Exactly.
Cooked to perfection.
Right, overcooked.
Right.
You guys are ready to taste the pasta? This is Margaret's pasta.
Margaret's
Do you notice
pasta.
that there are olives in it?
I do. Does that make it more Italian?
I'm just going to put
Is
an
that
olive
roasted?
on there, sun-dried tomatoes.
I was like roasted or
Oh, yeah.
sun-dried?
Did
There
you try
go.
it already? Okay.
We going?
Yep.
Okay.
All right now.
That's good.
And so that would be like a cold pasta salad.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
That tastes really good.
I like that. It's refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
It pairs very well.
Yeah, with the bitterness of the olive and the sun-dried tomato, the sweetness of the sun-dried tomato is a good combination.
You
And
ready
you
for
know-
the salad?
A lot of people don't know how to cook their noodles to the preference I like, which is
Right.
al dente.
Al dente.
If you're going to do a cold salad, if pasta, please, when you're serving me, make it al dente. I don't want it falling apart and mushed up on my
Right.
I don't want it mushed up on my plate. I want it a nice hole.
You want a bite,
Yeah.
not a swallow.
Nope. And you don't want it mushy.
mushing it around.
Yeah. All right, everybody going for the salad?
The dressing is great.
I'm trying to get a pop of everything. That walnut, cranberry, strawberry.
That dressing is everything.
What is the about? Nadiva?
Because its flavor's popping. And like it tastes almost like a cheesecake filling.
Oh my goodness.
Now there's like this blueberry feta crumble that's going on in here.
Right. Well, did you try it with the strawberry too?
Oh no, I got everything. I made sure I had a perfect
So let me
bite.
try it with the strawberry.
Oh no, it was amazing.
That's good.
It has a summertime kind of a.
Feeling.
You need
Yeah.
this at the barbecue.
Yes, you
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Tia,
Nice and light.
you need to make this for barbecues now, Tia.
Well, she caters all events. That's what she said.
Yeah.
She said she caters all. That's all events.
Right.
Okay.
She serves an elegant fare with a contemporary flair.
I love that. Such a
Is
catchy
that your slogan? Mm-hmm.
Very catchy slogan.
That's your motto.
All right. Well, look, we're gonna sit here and tear this food up. Thank you so much, Tia.
Thank you, Tia.
Please be sure to check out Tia Salomon at A Bite of Heaven. As they said, their telephone number is 201-357-2809. Please tell her that you came and heard about her at the Dining with Nadiva show. But we got to get through this, y'all. Y'all don't want to see us. I'm about to get messy. So we're gonna stay here. Just think about your catfish. Give me a story. I want to hear about a story, okay? But we're gonna think about ours, and we're gonna get right back to you. So stay tuned. We'll be right back in a flash. Yes, welcome back. That was so filling, and so I'm so full, I could just take a nap.
Right. Time to take a nap.
Yes, the itis is percolating in my system.
I'm gonna have to call you, girl.
Yes, the big shout out to Tia from A Bite of Heaven. That was A Bite of Heaven. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was. That's a perfect name for your business.
Refreshing.
Very much so. And thank you, Jesus. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to jump into this topic, which is a really unique one. And I think that people can definitely touch on it today because it's happening all over the place. But today's topic is, have you ever been catfished? Have you ever been catfished? And there is a stat that I got from review42.com. And it says, and it's seven different things that they say, according to 42.com. And it says, number one is, according to catfishing records, men are almost 25% more likely to fall victim to catfishing than women.
What?
I can see that.
It seems like even though men make approximately 43% of potential victims targeted by catfishers, they are more prone to believing fake personas on the internet. Around 20% of men who are catfished admitted that they were tricked more than 5 times. Number 2, more than half of the catfishers, or 64% to be exact, are women. Yeah.
We gotta do better, ladies.
I know, ladies. And I could talk so much on this too, because I be seeing some girls purple and fraud with all those filters on their pictures.
Yeah.
Number 3 is, to understand how common catfishing is, let's start with the fact that 53% of Americans lie on their dating profiles.
That's a fact.
That's more than half.
That's a fact.
That's more than half, y'all. Number 4 is, over 20% of women use pictures of themselves at younger ages on their dating profile. And I've heard that happen as well. Number 5 is, when it comes to why people catfish others, the most common answers are financial gain, revenge, and even curiosity and or boredom. Number 6 is, catfishing information reveals that the profile of a catfisher may go from a person with a low self-esteem to downright sociopath. I know, it's very scary. But number 7, and the last one, it says 35% of catfish on the internet use catfishing for profit.
Wow. So only 35% is actually out there trying to get your money.
Yeah.
Okay, that's only 35%, y'all.
Out of pocket for that shit.
That's too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I'm still baffled with the 23% of men who fall for it, and it's happened to them at least 5 times or more. I can understand why men would fall for it, I think.
Because they look at
The booty and
dating
smile.
sites more like a magazine.
Right.
So they're just looking like, oh, baby, you got what I need.
I shared the same thought. I was going to say the same thing. They flip through it like it's a catalog. Okay, swipe left, swipe left, swipe left.
And I hope that
Ooh.
they swipe with me. And then I'm just looking at the number of women that like me. So that feeds my ego.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And what about more than half of the women who have profiles on these dating sites?
It's a shame.
They are catfishing.
I am.
And it's okay. So let me tell y'all a quick story, okay? So the other day, right, I linked up with a dude, and he was a younger guy. He was like 32. And initially, you know, of course, when you're on Hinge or whatever, you start off with the text in the app, in the dating app.
Okay.
Well, I hope that once we do a few text messages, the next thing is, let's exchange phone numbers so we can actually have a conversation, and I can tell if you can complete sentences or not. Well, this young man, instead of asking me for my number, he decided to ask me for my Instagram app. And I was like, I was a little perplexed by that. And I'm like, what do you need my Instagram out for?
He wants to see pictures of you?
He wanted to make sure that I was not a catfish, because usually when you have a catfish, they only have a selected amount of photos.
Right.
And so he thought that by having my Instagram account, he would be able to determine whether or not I was a catfish or not.
Okay. Okay. So far, so good.
No, it wasn't. No, because that turned me off. Because first and foremost, you're not going to take me off of one app to put me on another app. You're not going to do that. Then you're not going to do... It kind of insults my... intelligence for you to think that... First of all, I'm 44 years old. I ain't going to pay those 30-something-year-old games. I'm not doing that. But it insults me to think that you would think that I would be okay to... I understand people have their own issues and they have their own stuff that they deal with, but you can't put that on everybody that you meet and think that everybody is a catfish because you've experienced it 5 times or more. So I explained to him, I said, listen, how about we develop a conversation over the phone first and then we can FaceTime.
Right.
There's always, there's ways of working around that without having someone feel as though, you know, like you're insulting me.
But were you catfished? Did he turn out to be something different?
No, I ended up going on FaceTime with him. I told him, I said, I'm not going to do that. But if you would like to FaceTime, we could FaceTime. And we FaceTime.
Okay.
He was who he was, and I was who I was.
Okay.
But that was just on, you know, that's just, I'm just trying to explain like how people are taking their approach initially when they're contacting people. They're automatically assuming if you look a certain way, you ain't real.
So I was really catfished recently.
Me too. Not
really,
recently, but
like
yes.
I was really catfished. And so I'm on a dating site. I connected with someone on the site. We communicated back and forth. The conversation was interesting, you know. And he was like, well, I would love to go off the site because I don't always check this site. So I would like to go off the site and maybe we could exchange like Google Duo. Not Google Duo.
Yes, Google Duo.
Google Chat. No, Google Chat.
Okay,
right?
Google Chat.
And I said, okay, Google's email, you know, everyone has Google. That's okay. So then we exchanged that information and we started to chat on another platform, which you are taboo to. But I've never used Google Chat, but I felt like it was still safe. I didn't want to give any of my social media platforms because I didn't want to invite him into my world because I don't know you.
Right.
So I said, okay, well, Google Chat will be okay. So we exchanged. We're talking on Google Chat. We talked on Google Chat throughout the day, back and forth. There were certain things that were written in a literal sense. So it was giving me the feeling of someone that English was not their first language, right?
And where did he say he wasn't from originally?
And so he said that his father was in the military and that his family ended up in New Zealand and they moved from New Zealand and currently he lived in Jackson, Mississippi. And
That's
so
a red
my
flag. That's a
question
red flag. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Caution, caution, caution. Error, error.
Of all, he said that his wife of 21 years passed away and that he and his son moved to the States. And I said, of all the places to go, nothing against Jackson, Mississippi, but of all the places to go, how did you end up in Jackson, Mississippi? Oh, you know, exactly. And he said, oh, it just seems like a very safe place. I want to say, Mississippi? Nothing against Mississippi, but And so I just put that in my radar, right? Okay. So then now we're on day 3, and I said, well, we've had some very engaging conversations. Why don't we actually talk with one another? And he said, I would really love that. And I said, okay. So then I gave him my telephone number. He called me. When he called me, he had an accent. And so if you're from New Zealand, okay, I would expect that you have an accent, but not a Nigerian accent. And so I said to him, oh, wow. And he says, and what would be wrong? And I said, well,
he's a fraud.
Your accent sounds like you're from Nigeria. And he said, well, where is that? And I said, West Africa. And he said, well, I'm not from Nigeria. I said, you know what would make me really happy? if we could FaceTime one another and we could see one another, and you could see what I look like and I could see what you look like. And he says, "You are insulting me." I was like,
Wrong answer.
I said, "Well, I have something to do and I'm going to wrap this up. I have something to do, but I'm going to hit you back later, right?" Okay, no problem. I took the picture that he had posted and I did a Google search. And I searched the picture. And usually I don't go through that length, but when I tell you the conversation was really engaging and caught my attention, I was like, okay. When I did the Google search, a whole different man popped up that lives in Las Vegas, that goes to so-and-so church with his family. He's a social activist. And I was,
God.
I said, fraud.
Oh, no.
So I just reported him to the website.
You didn't even tell him that you pulled his card?
No, it wasn't even worth it because I'm not looking for any kind of closure.
Right.
It's overdone.
Right.
You didn't block and delete.
Right. You didn't
fraudulent
that much
activity.
time.
But I was catfished because that was
Very
not
fraudulent
Oh,
activity.
He
my
was not the man
God.
that I was speaking to.
That is horrible.
Yeah.
That is horrible. I mean,
He's a phony.
yeah.
He's a big fat phony.
And I've had that experience, as the show grows. I get a lot of friend requests or whatever. So I've gotten some friend requests through Facebook. And one time there was a guy that contacted me and he was really smitten, by my profile or whatever. And, he had a very, yes, y'all, I'm down with this world. So he had a very European kind of a look, right? But he had, when I went to his profile, he had photos of like magazine photos.
Right.
Him running on the beach with his dog.
Right.
Yeah. Even have pictures of him and his children. So when we finally got off the text and I said, well, let's have a conversation. He explained to me first that he worked on a rig in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
Everybody's always somewhere where you can't reach them.
Yeah. They can't
ain't
actually
heard the
access the
oil rig
phone.
before.
So we were texting for a while,
Officer
but
and
I
gentleman.
I said to him, but I want to talk on the phone. I'm not big on texting, and I don't like text messaging. It's a big thing for me. So he was very hesitant in the beginning. Very, very hesitant because you gotta remember he was representing a white
First
European
flag.
man. When he picked up that phone to call me though, because I would not accept no for an answer.
And what did he say? "Hello, baby."
He sounded like he was in some village in Africa somewhere. Okay?
Hello, baby.
Second flag.
Yes, playing percussion in the corner. I can't do that. I was so disappointed, and that happened so frequently. And I'm like saying to myself, are they sitting in like some call center?
I believe they are.
25 Nigerians just going through women's profiles.
How many episodes of Dr. Phil have you seen where women are catfished by men and they start asking for money?
Oh, yeah.
And then the women are lonely, alone, low self-esteem, and if I need money for my mother, my father needs pills.
They're as bad as
and I
telemarketers. Okay?
Yeah.
Y'all are
Yeah,
just
no.
as bad. Y'all out here
Before
scamming.
you got married, did you ever get catfish?
I did. In the old I'm joking. I'm younger than both of y'all.
MySpace.
But yeah. So before MySpace, actually, we're going a little bit further back in the early 2000s, where we had AIM. Okay.
Neither.
Wow, AOL, AIM. The
Oh,
instant
AOL.
messaging.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really popular with my group of young kids and teenagers just out here trying to live our lives. And it's like a little platform that you get to tell people like, hey, like, I'm interested in these kind of things, and they're like, oh, you looking for a community, a space where you can actually be yourself? And it's like, yeah. So you'll join the little forum, the little platform, and there's people in there just going off. Hey, how are you? What's your age? What's your name? What's your like? There's like this question. It's like, give me your age, where you're from, and like, how do you look? Like, rate yourself.
Right.
And I would always like put that out there. My first message into the chat was my age, how hot I think I am, and where I'm from, New Jersey. So the guy pinged back and he was just like, I'm from New Jersey too. Where you from? Like we're part of New Jersey. And when you find somebody like that on this platform, you instantly go into your DMs. Like you instantly go into the message between you and that person. So we didn't have to go to a different app or different websites to start chatting. It's like,
right there.
we can just seclude ourselves and start chatting. And he's like, yeah, I'm from North Bergen. I'm like, North Bergen? Talk to me, the air horn. Yes, North Jersey talked to me. So I'm like, yeah, baby, I'm from North Jersey. Tell me where you're from, exactly where you're from, because I can come out to see you. I should have known something was wrong when he started naming landmarks that weren't in the city that he was from. So that was my first flag.
On First Street.
Okay, yeah, and I was like, that's not on First Street. What are you talking about?
That's stupid.
Yeah, I was like, fact check it. At least Google before you tell me. At least Google that. Be smart. Be on your toes.
Right.
But I wasn't dealing with a foreigner. No, these were just people were blatant with it. Okay, and he told me to meet him in Atlantic City because he was down there for the weekend. I was with my friends. We were going to the shore anyway. So I said, since the coincidence adds up, it seems like we're in the
pretty
same.
confident.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah. So I get down there, I call him, I'm like, I'm with my girls. We're out here trying to party. Where's you and your friends? We're on the boardwalk. Come see me. He's like, I'm on the boardwalk too. I'm like, get the F out of here.
So many coincidences,
like,
Lord
yeah,
Jesus.
like I'm like, yes, like, oh my gosh, like this guy just seems like he's for me. Like he's just right in the right place, the right time. He looks good. We exchange pictures. I expect him to look the same way he does. This is before we had smartphones, y'all. Before we had smartphones, so we didn't get to FaceTime or anything like that. There's no cameras. It's either you take that little blurry phone camera picture and you keep it moving with the bathroom in the back. Yeah, but
right. And at that time, I had a Metro PCS.
So you know, because it was the pixels for me. But I get to the boardwalk and I tell him, and I'm like, where are you? And he's like, I'm down by the Ferris wheel. Now, where I was versus where that is, that's a way down like everybody know the boardwalk. My Jersey people out there, y'all know the boardwalk. When you start up by Trump and you gotta go all the way down there by the fort, it's about 2 miles. It's about 2 miles going down that boardwalk. So I walked all the way down. My girlfriend's halfway there. Jump ship.
They walk with you?
Well, they said it's 2 miles.
Ship. They jumped ship. They was like, I'm hot, I'm sweating, my hair, all this. I'm going in this casino real quick. Give me a nice little refreshment. Y'all can come back. And we go to the go-kart. There was go-karts down there. So I'm getting all the way down there. I'm calling him back. Like, I'm here by the Ferris wheel. Where are you? He's telling me the games and everything that's down there too. So I'm like, you have to be here. You have to be here. If you're telling me the games.
He Googled the games.
He wasn't there.
Oh, there was no Google. What happened?
He was not there. It was his friend that was there at the shore that he told me.
He was going to say.
And he was asking his friend
to tell
what
him.
is around him.
Wonk, wonk, wonk,
so did you meet? So you met the friend?
I met the friend because I thought it was him. And I said, you look nothing like your picture. And he said, well, that's not me. That's my friend. And I said, call him, because I didn't believe him. Because I'm like, I'm talking to you on the phone. Now, the Lord didn't deliver me at that point. So I started cursing this man out. I started cursing him out, man.
I probably would have lost my religion too if you had me walking, because I don't walk. Don't have me walk no 2 miles.
Okay, it was hot on a Jersey boardwalk day.
Horrible. I'm so sorry you experienced.
Yeah, that's horrible. You know, here's something I also want to bring up too, because I know that as women, we experience it on our side, right? But excuse me, oftentimes when I'm talking to people on the dating sites, I'm asking them what are their experiences, and sometimes the men will tell me about a catfish story, and I know a particular young lady who is dating, and she has a profile, but her profile is not an accurate picture of her. Her profile is a filtered picture of her from Snapchat. And so she gets these, and she's a woman of low self-esteem, and she gets these hookups on these dating apps, and then when the men finally come out to meet her, she never sees them again. And then she's like,
she doesn't look anything like.
Right, but she blames them. Right, and I'm like, as women, we also have to take some accountability as well.
Right.
We're making up more than half on this little stat
I was
thing.
like, that's a shame. It's a shame, girl.
And so we got to do better. And this goes out to all you women out there that may have a profile and you're not using accurate pictures or current pictures. Listen, you want to be as authentic as you possibly can because no matter what, he's going to love you regardless. Yes. Be as authentic as you possibly can. And we're going to touch on a scripture right now that the Lord spoke to me about regarding, catfishing and being deceitful. Because that's what it is. It's deception. And God don't like deception. He wants everyone to be as authentic. Live in your truth. Live in your truth. If he can't accept you for who you are, he's not the one for you. But in Ephesians 5:66, it says, "Let no one deceive you with empty words. For because of such things, God's wrath comes on those who are disobedient." So all you Nigerians sitting in a hut in Africa that have a call center calling all these black women over here in America looking for a paycheck and some citizenship, let me tell you something. You better stay over there in Nigeria. Find you a nice Nigerian woman, because that's not going to play over it. We're getting hip to it. We're getting hip to it. And we're getting hip to it. Because as God says, that is being disobedient. And you don't want to see the wrath of God. You're wondering why you're sitting in the same hut in Africa somewhere for the last 50 years and you won't expand and move somewhere. It's because you are being deceitful and you're preying on good women and taking advantage of them. And God's not going to bless you for that.
Now you're going to mess around and get a catfish back.
That's right.
Just be your authentic self.
Just be your authentic
Because I saw my husband in sweatpants and slides, okay? Lord, take me. All right?
And you women, the same thing goes for you women. Be your authentic self. God is not going to bless you with a husband if you're using fake pictures. He's not.
Fake anything.
Fake anything.
Well, people are using fake
They
things,
are. But, that's...
that's another show.
That's a whole other show. But I'm just saying, just be your authentic self. God said it. Don't be deceitful. Because you don't want to see his wrath. But look, we could touch on this all day, but I'm sure I got more catfishing to do. Or to be caught up in, I'm sure.
We're exposing y'all. We're exposing the catfish.
No, but I mean, I don't want to claim that, but like I said, there are people out there that I know that make a living off of this. So just use the power of discernment when out there on these streets and on these dating apps, y'all. And by all means, there's too many forms of communication these days to fall victim to stuff like this. Okay? You make your go-to be FaceTime.
Yeah, you always want to create an opportunity where you can see who you are talking to at some point.
Yes.
Fact check it
before you meet them in person.
If they say that they are from a foreign country, you want to hear what that accent sounds like. Right. You want to hear what their living situation is like. Ask a lot of questions. It doesn't mean that you still won't be catfish, but pay attention to some of those telltale signs that show up really, really early.
Yes. Pay attention.
Pay attention. Don't be smitten. Pay attention.
Or you will be imperiled.
Yes.
That's good use of the word.
Yes. And what was today's word?
Zhoosh.
Zhoosh.
Don't be zhoosh by their profile picture
with fake pictures.
Thank you. Yes. So we hit it on the head. Well, thank y'all for tuning in. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button and share. Don't forget we're on the Inspired Living Network every Wednesday at 7 o'clock. But we got to run up out of here. Marvin is giving a wrap up. So we love you with the love of the Lord. Once again, thank you for tuning in. But until the next time, stay divine. Thank you once again for tuning in to the Dining with Nadiva show. Make sure to check us out on all the audio platforms like Spotify, Apple, Amazon, TuneIn. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.